Okay, so next up we've got Melenkov or Kevin Baker. Kevin Baker says, any skills I should make a point of demonstrating in future portfolio pieces. The set is falling apart. It was all an illusion. That's when the piece falls off and you notice I'm in space. And like, what? He was an actor the whole time. Oh my God, he's a robot. Okay. Kevin, buddy. Let's start here at the bakery. Stay calm. Stay calm. That is some detail. So the scene looks pretty good. Oh man, that's some bread material. The roughness on there is pretty good. I like just looking at that. I can feel the glaze. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is cool too. So naturally getting these kind of placed near each other is going to be pretty important. Man, I love these like price tags. So those attention to details is like ace. Thanks, Curious, again. Linking the portfolios. Pretty solid. Materials look good. The little signage stuff for the prices is really good. I'm not sure what is that US money? Like maybe adding like the dollar sign or maybe making the cents smaller. Just add a little bit more believability. But that's getting pretty picky. The wood materials here in general look pretty good. Tip jar is a little crazy with the material. I know that you're trying, like, glass is not easy, that's for sure. Right now you're getting some pretty heavy aliasing around the edges where the glass is trying to refract well. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, I can't zoom in on that. Come on now. Can I do this? Yes. So you're getting some aliasing around here. And I'm not noticing it too much in the rest of the scene. Let me see here. Maybe back here, I mean, you're fighting the look of compression, so maybe it's not the aliasing, but make sure that you have some form of a good anti-aliasing. The other thing you could do is take the screenshot at like 4K and then treat it kind of like super sampling. So you take it at 4K and then downscale it in Photoshop to like a 1080. You're going to get much nicer renders by comparison. The attention to detail up front here is really, really nice, and I feel like the rest of the scene is kind of missing out on that level of detail. Like it looks like you're starting to do it with like some of the flour and stuff that was on the table. I'm guessing that's flour. Maybe some more dishes and plates and stuff in the back. There's a pot here, maybe just putting a pot on the top just to kind of break up the surface. The other nice thing is by putting stuff on top of this counter, you're going to get some nice reflections, just really show off the material some more. This counter looks pretty good. Bell looks pretty good. Maybe like bringing the edge out a little bit just so you can see it looking like it's grounded more. I'm not sure if those are photogrammetry or not. The vibe I'm getting is they're not. Oh, see, these shelves here are really nice. Like this shot that's really close, like everything kind of feels empty. The other thing is the lighting situation with the albedo here with the brick, and then this Tuscany type of tile. It's kind of they're competing with each other as far as value goes. Like if you do this, hang on here, pressing some buttons. Pies are bitmap to material. Ah, interesting. I mean, it works, you know? So let's do this. So if you make this black and white, you can see the range value-wise between these is very different. The other thing, too, is when you go back and forth between black and white, you'll start to see colors that you didn't realize were there. Like this back tile actually has a lot of at least on my screen, kind of looks like it's got some purples. So let's just take this section. Oops. Actually, we need to take that section after it's not black and white. But making sure your values are closer together is going to be really important. Like these, that's already closer in range. See, because I brought that up, maybe I need to, yeah, you can see there's like some purple values in there. It's definitely some compression shenanigans going on. So bringing these kind of in line with each other is going to help out a lot more than just like where it was before. We'll just do this so you can get like an idea for the. So it actually looks like that wall is quite a bit darker. So and then the other thing is the floor kind of feels squashed, or like because I'm used to seeing these as squares here, like these guys, and right now they kind of look like rectangles, and the size of the tiles are quite different from these. So it's kind of like it gets jarring. I'm trying to make sense of it. If you're following some reference, maybe that'll help. The other thing is like this doorway in the back here is making sure that this edge here isn't so like hard edged. You can do something like even just lifting the door up a little bit. Like if I could fake it. So by lifting the door up a little bit, you see how much that changes it just by separating the door from the frame a little bit more. And the other thing is you're getting some smoothing errors up here, which it just kind of looks like. It looks like the door and the door frame are request meshes still. The brightness of these is also an issue, and that might fix itself quite a bit after you've balanced the walls. Looking at it in albedo only is going to give you a lot of information. Making sure they're all kind of roughly in the same value range is really important. But overall, I mean, this is a pretty interesting scene. I really like this shot where you can see the rest of the space, because it really helps you understand like what the place is and give some more character and layout to it. Like I would actually be interested in seeing an angle from behind the counter, like maybe back here looking out. That could be interesting. Anywho, it's pretty cool. In general, this stuff in here is pretty successful. I like that stuff a lot. Well done. Let's look at some other stuff here. So we got this chair. This chair looks pretty good. Old piece I uploaded. That's my portfolio. It's test. Got you your current job. Nice. I mean, it looks good to me. There's nothing that looks strange. This little wrinkle here, while it looks strange, it also like I see a tension line here. I'm wondering if like that just is like bad upholstery, or like it just feels more natural because it's got some like human imperfections to it. You know what I mean? Like even down here, it's pretty cool. The frames in the back, like this frame, feels a little weird around here just because it's so simple, but the frame here is really good. Lighting looks good. Shadows look nice. Pretty cool. All right, so onto the blade. So detail wise, this looks pretty interesting. I like this. It's not as reflective as I was expecting it to be. What's up, Soren? How you doing? And the blade, I mean, it just feels like the whole thing is kind of missing some more range in the roughness, if you know what I mean. Like I'm expecting it to be a little bit more reflective, the metal to have a little bit more of a shine to it. But the detail looks pretty nice. I like it. Looks pretty good. So this is inspired by the area around, was it Abacoy, New Mexico? I'm probably saying that wrong. Let's see. So you're transferring your portfolio over. So I guess you made, did you make the stuff in the background, or is it just like the cactus and the post and the barbed wire, and then the stuff in the back is composited in? Hey Blue, how you doing? What's up, Axel? Yeah, screenshots in Unreal or in any engine are yeah, they're painful sometimes. But one of the things that's rather easy is getting just a high-res screenshot and then downsampling it. That helps a lot. What's up, Fear? Sky's the only thing composite. Nice. So the stuff in the back looks pretty good. There's like some sand falling down this. This is like really heavy scree action going on. Or at one point it was scree, and now it's more of this like just like a sand slide. It does look a bit stylized, but it looks cool. I like it. It's actually really interesting where you've placed the cactus. There's two of them. And normally I would say I would want one up front, but there's so much stuff happening behind the scene, behind like what's up front, that like if you were to put that closer to the middle or more in sight, it would be really like compositionally kind of screwing up some stuff. What's Ansel? Mountain's got a little bit of that World Machine feel. Yeah. I mean, there's some breaks happening that are getting it away from that. That wood, though, that wood material is pretty nice. Looks good. I would say if you could do something to separate this wire from the shadow of this mountain in the back, that would help quite a bit. What are we looking at here? Oh yeah, no, Ansel. Yeah, that could work. That could help. All right, up next, Nighttime Library. This is cool. There's some really interesting stuff going on here. Man, the attention to detail in this one's really nice. This right here feels like more of a block out, and the books feel really stiff right now. And I guess it's just because they're like maybe rounding that edge there to kind of get the light to go around it. Something with where the binding meets the paper, or where the paper meets the binding rather. And then this looks like maybe it's just, I guess it's a strange angle. Oh, the other thing that I'm noticing is this flower, this rose actually feels like it's being composited in, like it's being overly lit versus the rest of the scene, if that makes sense. The amount of detail, though, and stuff around is really cool. I would say you need to get that glow to happen on top of the rose. I mean, I wonder why that's... It really feels like it's being added in. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? Evening. Let's see here. Oops. So you see how much like Like the rose really feels like it's added afterwards. Anywho, in general, this scene's pretty cool. The weakest things right now is that the rose part that I was just pointing out, the book, and then the this candlestick. Like this doesn't read like a candle, and I think it's because the shape. Like if you had like a little bit more of a melt to the. Let me do this. Like doing stuff like that would probably be enough. I wonder if we can get some shadow. What was that madness? Soren, dude. Giving a sub to Blue. Oh my god. Thanks, Soren. Congratulations, Blue. Let's see here. Whoop. Come on, shrink. There we go. Even if there's a little bit of simulated lighting, maybe around like where you're expecting like little bit of the shine from the wax. Like that would probably be enough to sell you on that what that is. Dude, unless I'm reading that completely wrong, I feel like that's what that is. And the glowing that's happening here, you're just not seeing it in the rest of the scene. Anywho. Oh, what? Blue's like, what happened? I don't understand. What happened? Onward. It's a cool scene though. Pretty cool. Some substance madness. Got some horseshoe action. It's pretty cool. I would say maybe there's too many horseshoes. I mean, maybe it's pretty well traveled. I don't know. If it's well traveled like this, you'd expect the ground to be like have some more like breakup and some undulation. And maybe it is there, and the puddles are just kind of filling it in, you know. Oh yeah, see this one on the left here. This one's looking pretty good. Always down for some mud materials. The other thing I would say is just getting some more variety in there. It feels like mud that was processed by humans. Certain materials like leaves or branches or twigs or certain size rocks were removed. And then it was squeezed out through a machine back onto the ground, and then they had a guy walk around with like little, I'm sorry, I'm totally mutilating your material. And a guy walk around in his boots using little like printing machine things or like horseshoe print stamp things, and he's just smashing the ground with them. It's kind of like getting to what Fear's saying. Like the weight of the horse should make wait, they look like stickers following the terrain. Let me see here. Oh yeah, you're talking about this? Yeah, so one thing that I'm seeing is the way you're blending the horseshoes is there's some little details in there that are really nice. Like these little, like where the nails are. But like what Fear's saying is like, I think what's happening is you actually haven't put your horseshoes into the height map that's being used for the displacement. Because the horseshoes should be relatively like planar to the rest of the height map in comparison to the rest of the height map. So like this horseshoe should be cutting in pretty deep right here to stay in height with this area. So that feels like it's like soft horseshoes, if you will. Anywho, yes, that's a good It's a good way to put it. But in general, I mean, this material is looking pretty cool. It would be really interesting to see some of the water. Like, you're seeing it a little bit here. This is today I learned the stream. Thanks, man. I think that's pretty cool. Is this water being added as a plane, or is it being added in the material? Because like, I would definitely add it into the material versus a plane. The reason I'm saying a plane is the tessellation is cutting it pretty hard. So I'm almost wondering if you're putting it in a game engine. So like, oh man, Fear is on it, dude. We're like, Fear knows what's up. I got delay chat, and so, dude, we're on the same wavelength, bro. How does it feel? We're riding the same ocean. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would just address stuff like that and get some more variety into the material itself. It looks like there's some little sticks and twigs in here. They just need like some albedo information just so they can separate themselves from the mud. And then think about how mud saturates. So mud is pretty porous, right? So as it gets, like, this is all pretty wet material. So the range of porosity value difference is going to be a little different. But around where the mud is getting really wet, I would expect that to be the darkest of the mud value. And then as it gets further away from the puddles, maybe around in here, it's going to be the value that you're seeing here. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool, though. It looks like you had fun with that one. All right, stone wall substance. This looks pretty solid, man. Big thanks to Josh Lynch, who helped me develop this material through his mentorship program. Oh, man, I bet that was pretty fun. This looks like you had a lot of fun with this one, man. So this looks really good. The presentation up here looks nice. This one, so the dry variant, it doesn't show as well as this one. I would actually not even have this one in here, I think, just because it looks like this one looks like you're oh, like he's understanding like how substance works, and like he's adding or removing shapes and details that are helping chip away at the material. And then this one, it looks like you're halfway done with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, not all of the information is there. Another student of the Lynch King. That's awesome. First and only, knighted by King Maru. This rock right here, I freaking love this one. I think it's this one. No, where is that one? Oh, I must find you. The way this one fractures here, super nice. And these like wave lines in there. Oh man, delicious levels of detail. This one's really nice too. The color variation in your albedo is also really, really good. So that's pretty cool. This is your strongest material I've seen so far. Down center. I don't believe it. Is this one? No. There's no time. There's no time. Oh, shit. I don't see it. Further down. This one? Is it this one? No. This one. Oh, it's right on the edge. It's like, it's killing me. It's right down there. Man, that's cool. You're getting a little bit more of it as well in some other areas. Bottom center. Thanks, guys. Dude, the chat delay is real. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Art Deco. Ooh. Ooh. This is sick, man. That is, like, these patterns. Oh, man. That is freaking cool, dude. That feels good. That feels good. Oh, that's cool. Dude. Dude, the roughness is pretty on point as well. Oh, that's really nice. You're a sucker for Art Deco? I'm like back and forth with Art Deco, but man, this is I kind of feel like some weird like Art Deco farming sim triggers going off. Mainly because these lines here. It's really cool. Patterns are nice. Level of detail is really good. I mean, maybe it would be cool to get some like weld lines in some of the areas. But I mean, that's more of a choice. What's up, Hoffman? How you doing? Without video, this would be so wrong. Were you listening to me talk without video? I think it's the only way you would feel that way. All right, ice castle. Boom. This looks great, man. That ice shader is the bee's knees. Look at the, oh man, that's great. So this turned out really well. And that frozen ice plane is freaking a beast. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. What a movie. Oh, Merlin. It's okay, man. It's okay. So this rendered out looks really good. You're getting some pretty crunchy alias action here, or like compression issues. But that ground looks great. I think where it's falling apart a little bit is these snow piles feel really soft, and like I'm trying to understand how these bones are on the surface of the snow, or on the surface of the ice in a little bit of a snow pile. I don't know. It's odd to me. The plants here as well are kind of feel a little strange. But dude, I mean, this looks like you're having an affair with shaders, and you just got lost, man. You just got lost in the affair. This looks great. I would get some other renders of this. It's super cool, man. That's really, really nice. Kind of looks like you're just parallax sampling like the albedo. And it's just where the cracks are, and you're just like, because I can see like I think I can the parallax planes. Because you're really pushing how much you can get out of it. It's pretty cool. That's pretty rad, man. Let's see here. Okay, so going back and looking at the portfolio. So you say environment artist. You've got I mean, you've got a couple scenes in here. I think I just need to see more like propping to make a space feel lived in, and then some like some commonality between the materials, and I think you're in a really good spot. Hopefully that makes sense. Because right now everything still has kind of a bit of a CGI feel, and things don't seem to be interacting with each other yet. Like this counter edge and the floor here. Maybe I'm seeing stuff here. A little bit of dusting or something like that. But like just getting that little bit of detail, the lived in detail, like maybe a chair here, maybe there's like that outlet plug. You know those little plug things they push in there to kind of block the plug so kids don't put stuff in them? Like blocking those maybe. Or maybe like maybe it's like one of those bakeries where they try and like trick you with smells. So like they plugged in a thing that kind of smells like gingerbread. But yeah, I mean this is cool, man. I think in general I just need to see more environment stuff. Like this one's really impressive, and there's just a few issues. And then this one is pretty nice, but I'm also like, this one makes me question like how your propping skills are. Like this one looks like you're more into like shaders. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool though, man. pretty cool. Anyways, let's get to the, I think, I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. Like, I think you just need to build more environments. Like, I want to see some, like, little stories. Like, they don't even have to be really big. Like, they can be like this one. It's like a small little scene with some props. I just want to see how props interact with each other. How everyone's hanging out, you know? Anywho. Kanu, how you doing? Let's get on to the Discord critiques. Thanks for those portfolios, guys. They're pretty good. The first one, I can't wait to see more, and the second one, keep on keeping on. It's cool. It's looking good.